We are very thankful of Mr. Atul Kori. Under the direction of Mr. Atul Kori, this film takes you on an extraordinary journey through time, exploring the milestones, the setbacks, and the brilliant minds who redefined transportation. From steam to gasoline, diesel to electric, and beyond, this is the story of the engine's evolution.
The story of engine evolution is a fascinating journey through time, capturing humanity's relentless pursuit of harnessing power to drive progress. In the beginning, a simple yet groundbreaking invention ignited the journey, as explosive gunpowder provided the basis for creating power. The engine's evolution began in the 17th century when innovators sought ways to transform the explosive energy of gunpowder into mechanical work. Early attempts were rudimentary and hazardous, primarily focusing on military applications like powering cannons. The true turning point came with the invention of the steam engine, which powered the Industrial Revolution. This was not merely an evolution but a revolution, as James Watt's improvements in efficient steam engines enabled factories to operate with less wood and coal. For the first time, people witnessed mechanical beasts driving industrial progress. The 19th century saw another leap forward with the internal combustion engine. Icons like Nikolaus Otto and Karl Benz refined and popularized gasoline-powered engines, setting the foundation for the automotive industry. Each invention brought about a profound change, pushing societies to shift gears from steam to a more compact and efficient energy source. The 20th century accelerated the internal combustion engine's dominance as it powered cars, planes, and boats, making transportation accessible. Yet, with the dawn of the 21st century, concerns about fossil fuel dependency and environmental impact led to new breakthroughs. Electric vehicles, EVs, emerged, propelled by advancements in battery technology and renewable energy sources. No longer reliant on a spark for ignition, the transition to electricity signified an engine revolution in its own right. Tesla's revolutionary electric cars paved the way for a new era, furthering the shift towards sustainable and eco-friendly transportation. In essence, the engine's evolution is a testament to human ingenuity, illustrating how technological advancements can alter the course of history by continuously adapting to new challenges and needs. The narrative of engine evolution, from gunpowder to electric vehicles, remains an inspiring chronicle of innovation driven by complex social, economic, and environmental catalysts, serving as a constant reminder of our potential to create change. Engines have come a long way since their inception, evolving from simplistic mechanisms to sophisticated powerhouses that drive modern vehicles. The story of this evolution begins in the ancient world, where gunpowder was first employed to create rudimentary propulsion systems. In the 9th century, Chinese inventors harnessed the explosive power of gunpowder to propel rockets, laying the groundwork for the concept of internal combustion. Fast forward to the 17th century, where innovators like Christian Huygens envisioned an engine powered by gunpowder explosions. Although these early attempts were largely impractical, they were critical stepping stones towards more reliable power sources. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries brought with it the invention of steam engines. Thomas Newcomen and James Watt pioneered steam engine technology, which became the backbone of industrial machinery and transportation. Steam engines drove trains and ships, marking the first time humanity could travel great distances overland and across oceans with machine power. However, it was the development of the internal combustion engine in the 19th century that truly revolutionized transport. Inventors like Nikolaus Otto and Karl Benz utilized petroleum derivatives to create engines that were more efficient than steam-powered ones. This technology evolved rapidly to produce automobiles that became accessible to the masses by the early 20th century, thanks to innovators like Henry Ford introducing assembly lines. The quest for cleaner and more efficient engines continued throughout the 20th century, with advancements in fuel injection, turbocharging, and emissions control. The global energy crisis in the 1970s spurred innovation in fuel efficiency, and an interest in alternative fuels. In recent decades, the focus has dramatically shifted towards sustainable propulsion. The development of electric vehicles, EVs, represents a major shift in engine technology. Pioneers like Elon Musk and companies like Tesla have led the way in producing mass-market EVs. These vehicles utilize lithium-ion batteries and electric motors, offering zero emissions at the tailpipe and potentially reduced carbon footprints, depending on the energy source. From the fiery birth of propulsion systems using gunpowder to the ongoing revolution in electric mobility, the evolution of engines showcases human ingenuity and adaptability. As we move into the future, further innovations are anticipated, promising more sustainable and efficient means of powering our world. The narrative of mechanical progress begins not with the familiar hum of gasoline engines, nor the quiet hum of electric motors, but with the explosive ingenuity of alchemists from ancient China. Around the 9th century, while on a quest for the elixir of life, these early chemists stumbled upon an unexpected concoction, a volatile blend of sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate. When ignited, it burst with a force that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Thus, gunpowder was born, setting the stage for a future beyond its creator's wildest imaginations. Fast forward to the 17th century in Europe, where the seeds of the Industrial Revolution were quietly sprouting. Innovators, curious about harnessing power beyond muscle and wind, turn their attention to this explosive mixture. Enter Christian Huygens, a Dutch scientist and polymath. In 1680, he envisioned a revolutionary engine powered by gunpowder. His concept was bold, detonating gunpowder inside a cylinder to propel a piston, thereby transforming explosive energy into mechanical motion. Yet, the unpredictable and often violent power of gunpowder rendered it unreliable and hazardous, forcing Huygens and others to abandon the idea. Undeterred, visionaries sought less volatile means of propulsion. The early 18th century saw the dawn of the steam engine, a brainchild of minds like Thomas Avery and Thomas Newcomen. Their innovations laid the groundwork for one of the most significant technological leaps in human history. However, it was James Watt who, by 1769, transformed steam engines from noisy, clunky machines into efficient, reliable workhorses that powered factories, locomotives, and ships. Watt's enhancements to the steam engine sparked the Industrial Revolution, dramatically altering transportation, industry, and society itself. Thus, from the alchemist's search for immortality to Watt's efficient steam engines, the pursuit of power fueled by gunpowder and steam shaped the trajectory of modern engineering. It is a testament to human ingenuity, turning the literal sparks of discovery into the engines that brought forth an era of unprecedented progress. The narrative of mechanical progress begins not with the familiar hum of gasoline engines, nor the quiet hum of electric motors, but with the explosive ingenuity of alchemists from ancient China. Around the 9th century, while on a quest for the elixir of life, these early chemists stumbled upon an unexpected concoction, a volatile blend of sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate. When ignited, it burst with a force that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Thus, gunpowder was born, setting the stage for a future beyond its creator's wildest imaginations. Fast forward to the 17th century in Europe, where the seeds of the Industrial Revolution were quietly sprouting. Innovators, curious about harnessing power beyond muscle and wind, turn their attention to this explosive mixture. Enter Christian Huygens, a Dutch scientist and polymath. In 1680, he envisioned a revolutionary engine powered by gunpowder. His concept was bold, detonating gunpowder inside a cylinder to propel a piston, thereby transforming explosive energy into mechanical motion. Yet, the unpredictable and often violent power of gunpowder rendered it unreliable and hazardous, forcing Huygens and others to abandon the idea. Undeterred, visionaries sought less volatile means of propulsion. The early 18th century saw the dawn of the steam engine, a brainchild of minds like Thomas Avery and Thomas Newcomen. Their innovations laid the groundwork for one of the most significant technological leaps in human history. However, it was James Watt who, by 1769, transformed steam engines from noisy, clunky machines into efficient, reliable workhorses that powered factories, locomotives, and ships. Watt's enhancements to the steam engine sparked the Industrial Revolution, dramatically altering transportation, industry, and society itself. Thus, from the alchemist's search for immortality to Watt's efficient steam engines, the pursuit of power fueled by gunpowder and steam shaped the trajectory of modern engineering. It is a testament to human ingenuity, turning the literal sparks of discovery into the engines that brought forth an era of unprecedented progress. The decline of steam engines marked the beginning of a new era, an era where efficiency, speed, and compactness became paramount. With the dawn of the 19th century, the internal combustion engine (ICE) emerged as a revolutionary technology, reshaping the landscape of transportation. The story begins with pioneers who had the vision and tenacity to transcend the limits set forth by steam. Etienne Lenoir was one such visionary, building one of the first practical internal combustion engines in 1860. His invention harnessed coal gas, a widely used energy source at the time, yet his engine, though inefficient in comparison to modern standards, was groundbreaking in its ambition to replace steam with something more compact. In 1876, another giant leap was made by Nikolaus Otto. His development of the four-stroke engine, also known as the Otto cycle, became a cornerstone of modern gasoline engines. Otto's innovation lay not just in the engine itself, but in demonstrating that internal combustion could be harnessed in a more controlled and reliable manner, paving the way for future advancements. The true transformation of the engine from stationary apparatus to a mobile powerhouse came in 1885 when Karl Benz developed the Benz patent motor wagon, the first true automobile powered by a petrol engine. Unlike anything before, it blended innovation with practicality, giving birth to the future of personal transportation. Initially, these automobiles were status symbols, extravagances accessible only to the wealthy. The tide, however, turned dramatically with Henry Ford and his introduction of the Model T in 1908. Ford's vision was not just technological but social. His assembly line production drastically reduced manufacturing costs. This brought the automobile within reach of the general populace. It was not just a car. It symbolized freedom and progress. As the 20th century progressed, internal combustion engines became ubiquitous. They adapted to various forms of transportation, from the nimble motorcycle to the majestic airplane. They were no longer merely machines. They represented a new era of human achievement. The rise of internal combustion is a tale of ingenuity, determination, and relentless pursuit of progress, setting the stage for the modern world. While new challenges and innovations lie on the horizon, the impact of these early pioneers still resonates, highlighting how a few visionary steps can chart the course of history. In the realm of engines, where gasoline once reigned supreme, a radical transformation was ignited by the ingenious mind of Rudolf Diesel. In 1892, Diesel introduced a motor powered by oil, named after its creator, the diesel engine. Unlike its gasoline counterpart, the diesel engine proved to be more efficient, offering superior power and torque. This new form of propulsion became the backbone of heavy-duty vehicles, trucks, ships, and trains that required immense force to move massive loads. As the world was plunged into the turmoil of the world wars, engine technology witnessed unparalleled advancements. World War I and World War II served as crucibles for innovations in propulsion, altering the landscape of warfare and paving the way for an era of rapid technological progress. During these wars, the development of vehicles like tanks and aircrafts were propelled forward at breakneck speed. Notably, the drive to gain supremacy in the skies led to the development of jet engines, a true revolution in aviation. Pioneers such as Frank Whittle of Britain and Hans von Ohain of Germany worked independently to forge this new technology that allowed aircraft to soar faster and higher than ever before. Their achievements laid the foundation for the transformation of military aviation and, eventually, commercial air travel. Meanwhile, submarines stealthily prowled underwater theaters of war, their diesel engines enabling prolonged operations beneath the waves, a feat gasoline engines could not easily match. The seamless transition from surface power to submerged endurance gave these underwater vessels a tactical edge in naval combat. In the wake of war, the innovations honed in conflict found new life in the civilian world. The post-war period saw a surge in commercial applications as aircraft manufacturers adopted jet technology to revolutionize air travel, making transcontinental and intercontinental flights viable for business and leisure. Simultaneously, advances in military vehicle engines paved the way for the evolution of trucks and other heavy machinery, further cementing the diesel engine's role in modern infrastructure. The diesel revolution marked a pivotal chapter in technological history, illustrating how wartime challenges could ignite a blaze of innovation that would shape the future of travel and machinery across the globe. The 20th century world roared to life powered by gasoline and diesel engines, a brilliant concoction of human innovation and ambition. For decades, these engines fueled the mobility revolution, intertwining themselves into the fabric of daily life and global commerce. However, by the 1970s, this reliance on fossil fuels began to reveal its vulnerabilities. The oil crisis of 1973, precipitated by geopolitical tensions, plunged the world into uncertainty and highlighted the perilous over-reliance on petroleum. Gasoline stations ran dry. Lines of empty vehicles snaked through cities, a dismaying testament to the fragility of the status quo. In boardrooms and think tanks around the world, the crisis catalyzed a re-evaluation of energy paradigms. Was it time to consider alternative energy sources, ones that didn't hold society hostage to geopolitical whims? Some believed so, and their whispers grew into a clarion call for innovation. The decade that followed witnessed the world's nascent steps toward an electric future. During this tumultuous period, NASA's lunar rover of 1971 surfaced as an unexpected beacon. The lunar vehicle, powered by electric motors, demonstrated astonishing reliability in the harshest of environments, the Moon. Its success offered concrete proof that electric power, though then in its infancy compared to conventional engines, could perform in extreme conditions where traditional engines might falter. The automotive industry began to awaken to the possibility of electric vehicles. One such pioneer was General Motors, which unveiled the EV1 in 1996. This sleek, futuristic vehicle was one of the first serious efforts to bring electric mobility into the modern age. Despite the EV1's advanced aerodynamics and propulsion system, the technology still lagged in one critical area: battery capacity. Lead-acid and early nickel metal hydride batteries presented limitations in both range and longevity, making them a tough sell against the established reliability of gasoline engines. Parallel efforts in hybrid technology began to take root in the automotive lineup. The introduction of the Toyota Prius in 1997 marked a significant milestone. As a hybrid vehicle, it offered a pragmatic balance, a marriage of gasoline and electric power. Hybrids were the gateway, a stepping stone that ushered consumers toward future electrification. Even as the years rolled on, the dream of fully electrified vehicles persisted. The potential to harness clean energy for transportation beckoned inventors and technologists the world over. The oil crisis did not end the age of the gasoline engine, but it planted the seeds of a revolution that, in just a few decades, would grow into a formidable challenger to the tyranny of fossil fuels. The 21st century marked a pivotal era in the transportation sector, driven by environmental consciousness, technology innovation, and supportive political measures. The heart of this transformation lay in electric vehicles, EVs, with Tesla Motors at the forefront since its inception in 2003. The narrative begins with the challenges of climate change, a global concern necessitating urgent adaptation and mitigation strategies. As the environmental impacts of fossil fuels became apparent, nations sought sustainable solutions, leading to the evolution of lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries became more cost-effective and efficient, crucial in enhancing the viability of electric vehicles as an alternative to traditional combustion engines. This technological advancement was a major breakthrough in the EV sector. Governments worldwide recognized the urgency of reducing carbon emissions and implemented favorable policies to accelerate EV adoption. Subsidies, tax credits, and emission regulations encouraged consumers and manufacturers to shift toward greener mobility solutions. As public demand for EVs surged, the development of a comprehensive charging infrastructure expanded rapidly. This network alleviated range anxiety, making it easier for consumers to transition to electric vehicles without fear of running out of power. By the 2020s, automotive companies, including startups like Rivian and Lucid and giants like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen, joined the electric revolution. Tesla remained a trailblazer, setting the benchmark for innovation and performance in the EV industry. The electric revolution, spearheaded by Tesla's influence, rose from being a forgotten dream to the embodiment of modern transportation's future, setting a compelling precedent for mobility in the years to come. As we move forward, electric vehicles are just the beginning. Scientists are exploring hydrogen fuel cells for longer range and faster refueling, autonomous driving to redefine mobility, fusion and solar power for limitless energy. From gunpowder explosions to silent electric motors, the journey of engines has been nothing short of revolutionary. Electric vehicles have already disrupted the automobile industry, offering an eco-friendly alternative to internal combustion engines. However, the journey doesn't end here. The evolution of transport is only accelerating as technology propels us toward unforeseen terrains. Hydrogen fuel cells are emerging as a promising solution with the potential to extend the range limitations currently faced by electric vehicles. Unlike traditional batteries, hydrogen offers rapid refueling times, making it an attractive option for long-haul journeys. Major automotive companies and research organizations are investing heavily in developing efficient hydrogen-powered vehicles. Meanwhile, autonomous driving technology is transforming the very concept of mobility. By leveraging artificial intelligence, smart sensors, and interconnected vehicle networks, cars could eventually navigate themselves, reducing the need for human intervention. Self-driving cars promise to increase road safety, provide mobility solutions for the elderly and disabled, and may even reshape urban planning by alleviating traffic congestion. Beyond the immediate horizon, scientists are turning to fusion and solar power as potential sources for limitless energy. Fusion, which replicates the sun's core processes, offers unparalleled efficiency and sustainability if harnessed effectively. On the other hand, advancements in solar technology are enabling cleaner and more accessible energy harvesting. Integrating these energy sources with our transportation network could drastically reduce carbon emissions and foster a green future. From the era of gunpowder explosions to the rise of silent electric motors, the journey of engines has been transformative. The question now is, what comes next? The future of transportation is not just about achieving technological breakthroughs, but also ensuring they align with environmental and societal needs. The road ahead is lined with possibilities, challenging us to rethink mobility and energy in profoundly innovative ways. As we stand at the precipice of another revolution, only time will tell what the future holds. The adventure doesn't end with electric cars. It's merely a chapter in a continually unfolding story of human ingenuity and perseverance. Join us on this exciting journey as we explore the endless potential of what lies beyond electric.